Hey guys, welcome to the part 2 of this YouTube video of me showing you how I made over $900 over the last 13 days using Oddsjam. And we use Oddsjam to make plus EV bets. In other words, we're finding prices that are above fair on the betting market, and the more we do it long term is the more we will profit. Now, before we get started and showing you how Oddsjam works and everything, Oddsjam is probably the best thing to do once you have, say, exhausted match betting. What match betting does is if you're taking advantage of promotions on betting sites, your expected value is actually going to be about 15 to 30% more long term. So in other words, if you're probably turning over $1,000 on through match betting, you're probably making an extra maybe $150 to $300 on top through that strategy. So it's best to go through match betting first if you haven't done it. Then once you've made your 10, 20, 30 or 40 grand tax-free profits through match betting, you're going to be gubbed. And then what will happen is that you're not going to have any more specials. And then what you do is you move over to plus EV betting, which is the final part of the stage really. So you can't have any more specials. You're just betting on prices that are above fair, mispriced markets. And then you keep following the strategy, which should make you about 3 to 8% more long term. So if you haven't done that, you can check out my course. I have a course to take you from a beginner all the way to a pro in less than 4 hours. And you can become a Match Better Pro and get my support if you need it as well. Okay, so let's get into Oddsjam. I'll show you how to set everything up. Okay, so let me just put my face smaller. Go, yep, cool. So the first thing we want to do when we sign up to Oddsjam, there is an affiliate code or link on the description. If you haven't done it, click on that link, sign up, and you'll get a 7-day free trial. And what I suggest you to do is, if you don't want to use your money yet, that's fine. You can just sign up, so you track the bets as a dummy bet, and then see how you go over the 7 days, and if you made profit or not, okay, without forking any money. So once you sign up to Oddsjam, it will take you to this kind of page you see on my screen here. Now, what I'm going to show you is, what I know and how you can get started right away. You can watch these videos if you want, but that's fine. I'm not going to watch it. I didn't watch it yet. I'll ask you to sign up to all these other places. Don't worry about signing up to them. Just get to this page. Once you're on this page, what you want to do is on the top right hand corner, it's going to say AU. So make sure it is AU, in other words, Australia. So if you're from Australia, it's Australia. If you're from the US, find your city and then just select it there. Okay. So what we're going to do is go to profile, and we're going to change the odds format first. So in Australia, we understand based on odds. In the US, it's a bit different system. So we're going to go to decimal system. So, $2 equals double your money. Yeah. So click on that decimal and then click on save. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to go to bankroll settings. And bankroll settings is how much are you planning to invest or start with this whole process. I would recommend you put maybe $2,000 as a starting bankroll. So in other words, that's your investment, total investment money that you're using. Now you're not going to be betting all this $2,000 right away. You're going to be betting small amounts of it and then increase the profits and make it compound over time. So put $2,000 in. I'll set mine at 3. And with the Kelly multiplier, this is how reserve or aggressive you want to be with your staking size. So this is a formula that allows people who bet online pretty much stake correctly or bet good amount that is safe, that doesn't blow them out long term. So if you're like a punter, you've got $100, that's your bankroll, or maybe $1,000 your bankroll. You're probably gonna put $1,000 in and then blow $1,000 worth of bets, or $500, which is 50% of your bankroll. Now, if it goes bad, you lose 100% or 50% of your bankroll. But if you follow a Kelly multiplier, this could be like you could only lose, the worst day you have like 50 bets and you lose only 5 to 10% of your bankroll. So you won't blow out and lose all your money. Okay, so it's like a safe formula that you want to follow. Now, once you've done that, so we're going to move on to this part here, which is called positive EV. Now, all the other stuff, look, I'm not going to go through all this stuff. Like if you learned match betting, you can probably do all this stuff already, like, arbitrage and all that, because it's like the fundamentals when it comes to plus EV betting. Like that's how you make most of your bankroll, which is through match betting. And you bet on horses, you take advantage of specials and sports. And then when you you don't have any avenues to make pretty much free money, you'll come over here and make the remaining amount. So you go to positive EV, and as you can see on my screen, you can see there's a list here, and I'll go through how it works. Okay, so I'm just going to go and clear all the filter. You can filter by, if you click on filter, you can filter by percentage of how much expected value you want to make. what kind of sports you want, or all the types of markets and the date range. But we'll cover more questions in the third video of how to actually do the bets. You'll watch me do them, and we'll talk more about how much should we bet or what market should we bet on. But I'll just show you the interface in this one. So you can see here that there is a calculator. This is just in case when you go bet and the odds change and let's say it drops to 9, right? So you can see the expected value is 16%. But if it dropped to 9 and you're like, oh crap, should I take this bet on? No, you shouldn't, because it's negative EV. What if it was 10? If it's still 10, then they're saying, look, put 10 bucks instead of total wager amount here. Okay, so the percent here is expected value percent, right? And this is how much is to wager based on the Kelly's calculator, or the multiplier that we went through. In other words, you won't blow out. And the reason why it's so low is, I'll get there, is so if you look over here, right, it's UNLV versus Southern, right? That's the team. And it's the odds for this team to win is 1.09, which is very, very likely. And the chance for them to win is $10.50, so 10 times and a half. That's why we're only staking $15 at my bankroll of $3,000. Okay, so let's go back to this. So this event is today, and this is the event. So you can see that's a team versus that team. It's in basketball, and it's in, I think, college basketball or something like that. Now this is where you'll find the market, which is the first money line, right? And then this is the team. So what we're looking for right now, right, is what you'll see is a few bookies. So you see Bet365, see Tab Touch, which you're probably familiar with, and then you've got Pinnacle. So Pinnacle is a very sharp book that is overseas, which we should compare our odds to, because they take on very sharp clients. In other words, the big boys, and they can still make money from them, but they're very sharp. Like, they've got really advanced trading systems to offer really good prices for the big boys. Okay, so that's Pinnacle, right? Now we're not going to use Pinnacle, right? We don't need Pinnacle. Pinnacle is more of just a reference. And what you want to look for here, right? How you want to make this bet really is like, you're going to look at this one here, which is no VIG odds. Now what no VIG odds means is that's what they believe is the fair price for this market. Okay, so, and that's the $1.12. So if someone's offering above $1.12, then that's positive EV, that they believe it's expected value long term. And if someone's offering over $9.02, that's positive EV. So you can see that Tab Touch is offering 10.5, which is above the 9.02, which is why this is positive EV. Okay, now that's all you need to compare to. So like you can see that 7.02, but these guys are offering 7.5 positive EV. And I think it's like this number divided by this number times 100, and you'll get the expected value percentage. And you can see the width. The width is optional. I don't really look at it too much. Okay, so it's saying that if your width is about 20, it's very likely to happen. But if the higher the width, the more unlikely it is to happen, because this is $10, this is too high. But if I find something like here, $1.88, which is like a close to 50-50 market, it's about 20. So you want to run around 20 to 30 if you were to follow that criteria. So I don't follow that one. Okay, now we've gone through all of that. You can see how it works. The next thing you want to do is you want to go to a bet tracker. So bet tracker is here. So what will happen is, when we go through the examples on the third video of me making the actual bets, I'm going to add my bet through here. So pretend I did this, right? I put $15 and I saved it. It'll come over to here. So this is my stats. Now today it's the 9th, or in the US it's the 8th. And my total profit is about $908 over the last 13 days. And my profit margin per wager is 15%. So that's really, really good. I think the long-term amount is about 3 to 8%. And that's after a total bet sample size of 250 bets. So because we're doing this, we want to, it's a long-term game. So really the profit margins will average out, which is about 3 to 8%. I've only got 135 bets, which is halfway through the 250. So it'll probably take me another 2 weeks before I reach that, or if I should take on more bets. Anyways, so you can see here in the bet tracker, you can click on the day, pretend today is the 6th, and they will have a live tracker, and it's called the sweat station, which is pretty cool. So you can see like a live tracker of your bets. So, I put this guy to pull over 25 points. He didn't make it, got 21. I lost money there, lost 40. This guy got over 3.5, as you can see. So it adds up over during the day. And you can see that I've got $640 in pending bets right here, which is for today, which is live now. So I've got over 22 over here, and this is the second quarter. Now, with all of this, like I don't follow NBA. Yeah, like I try not to be too biased about it. If I see the EV, I'll just bet on it. And that's the whole point of plus EV betting. You're just meant to follow the numbers, not meant to follow the sports. But if you're a sports fan and you believe that it's also plus EV, then yeah, great. You can actually enjoy watching the sport, including getting a best price as well. So the next thing I wanted to show you is see all my bets that are pending right now, which is about $600 something for today. You can go to Bet Tracker, and this will show you all my pending bets for today, right? So I've got about $600 in pending bets, and this is the positive EV lines, as you can see. Now, if you made a bet and something is wrong, or you put the wrong bookie on, you can just go to this part and go to edit, and then just change the price or the odds or whatever you want, right? And that's how you can edit that part. Now, that's it for now. What I'll do is in the next video, right? So I'll explain to you, like how much should you bet on, what bookies should you take on, because there's certain books that are very sensitive, okay, because they'll limit you very early. Now, just understand that this whole strategy, long-term, it will make money because you're taking a mathematically advantage bet, right? Now, just know that there is two factors. There's the strategy and there's also the company. The company is where they will restrict you, okay? So this part, if this gets cuts off, then you can't make a lot of money long term. So you also want to think about strategies on how to keep going and maximizing as well. So in the next video, we'll talk about it. We'll also talk about, stake sizing, what books to use. We'll talk about what sports should we bet on, because we don't want to be betting on random sports, okay? That's a bit suspicious. Right now, if you haven't signed up to the Oddsjam affiliate link on the description below, sign up now and start your 7-day free trial. And just put your dummy bets in. And in the next video, what I'll do is you have to click on the link in the description, which will take you to my website. And then you can get access to that free video where I'm going to sit down, make some bets with you, and also talk to you about certain things so we can get down into the nitty gritty, okay? So thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my channel if you haven't. If you want to, you can do so right now, but I will move on to the next video. Thanks for watching. See you later.